Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa Show. Support Black Queens. Your goddess sends gratitude to you today. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa Show. You could be anywhere, but you are here with your host, Queen Tulsa. If you're a new subscriber, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, we definitely appreciate you. We really hope you enjoy the show. We'll be back with you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa Show. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa, and we are here. If you are a new subscriber or a new viewer, I definitely want to thank you for watching and subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, I definitely want to thank you for returning. Guys, I have some really great news for you. Okay. I have some really great news for you on today. All right. So, as we get into the good news, guys, we are offering memberships. We are definitely offering memberships on our channel. And so I'm so excited. I am, you know, I'm just like, it keeps happening for me. You know, it's like it keeps happening for me. And I will not complain. I am thankful for everybody that has supported me along this journey. I definitely want to shout out to my standing mod, Sonia, Ebony. But really, it's just been an amazing, it's been an amazing trip or journey. I'll say it's been an amazing adventure. Having a mods and oh my goodness, like I'm so speechless right now, y'all. Like it's real. And so I'm so happy that I can share this moment with you all and I can continue to go on with my content and just know that I'm serving my purpose, and that's bringing content to my family here. Oh my goodness, y'all just don't understand. Like I am feeling amazing. I'm really feeling amazing. Okay, so without further ado, we definitely have past Bishop Lamar Whitehead back in the news. Okay, so Mayor Adams, flashy bishops, is slumlord. Mayor Adams' flashy bishop friend is a slumlord landlord dogged by legal issues. Sources. Okay. Now listen here. A Gucci loving Brooklyn bishop who was robbed of 1 million worth of jewelry in a caught on video heist is a slumlord evicting several low income tenants from properties he owns in Connecticut, according to tenants and public records. Okay, and before we go any further, we would definitely like to give our disclaimer. So without further ado, disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non profit, educational, or personal use, tips to balance in favor of fair use. This video was made for entertainment purposes and is transformative in nature. All right, now that we've got that out the way, child, let's go ahead and get into this article. Lamar Whitehead, 44, a convicted felon who has described Mayor Eric Adams as a close friend and supporter, is trying to kick out 11 tenants for their future for their failure to pay rent at the four buildings owned by his company, Whitehead Estates LLC in Hartford. Court records show. Actually, guys, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back. Okay, so back into the news. Whitehead bought the buildings, which he described in a social media post as one of the biggest housing complexes in the state. In December 2021, 5 months later, in May, he began legal proceedings to evict the tenants, according to court filings. Oh, wow. Wow. One tenant who has lived at one of the buildings since 2019 is among those being evicted. He told the Post Wednesday that he has not paid his $875 in monthly rent for his two-bedroom apartment for the last 4 months to protest deteriorating conditions in the building, where he said there is no fire escape. The emergency doors are bolted shut and his apartment has multiple leaks, roaches, and mice. Yet, as soon as Whitehead took over the properties last year, the bishop announced he wanted to increase his rent to $1,400 per month, the tenant said. A lawyer for Whitehead told the Post Wednesday that the increases reflect general market rent in the area and that the fire escape is now up to code. Oh, wow. So here, actually, give me a second and I'm gonna try to pull up this picture so you all can see the apartment building that the man um is filing his grievance about. And by the looks of it, I know my opinion, so I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna let you all be the judge of it, okay? Because this is just hold on, let me see. Okay. Because oh my goodness. This image right here, this image right here is just very disturbing. Give me 1 second as I pull it up. This image is just, oh my goodness. Let me see. Okay, so what? Okay, so I'm not really. Okay, hold on. I'm not really sure what I did. Okay, let me see. Okay, apparently, oh, it might be here. Okay, I'm not sure where it is, but here, I'll just go ahead and share the screen with you all so you can take a look at what is going on. Like, this is the building right here. Okay, and I guess he bought the building and he's going to renovate the building. But the tenants are seeing like he's trying to go up from uh, eight $850 to like $1,400. And a lot of people might say, oh, well, that's not a lot of money and that's not a big difference. But some people are on fixed incomes. So, you know, I mean, it just reflects everybody's pockets different. Everybody isn't able, you know? So my thing is just be just be mindful that times are hard for everybody. Prices are going up on things. All right, guys. We do have memberships. So if you are interested in being a member of the show, we definitely have 3 tiers, and I made them affordable. So when you join our channel, our memberships, it's affordable and it's not, overpriced. I think the prices are fair. And this is where we can have those intimate conversations, you know, you know, off, that aren't public and for members only, because I feel like being a member of the channel is I want to thank you all. Seriously, I want to thank you. So whenever time permits, hello my brother Evolution 101. Whenever you guys get time, join the channel. Join the channel. It definitely help support my future fees, legal fees. And that's where I'll share like with court. So with like my court case coming up, I believe I'll do a members only. I'll make that a members only to where it's intimate, and I feel like if you become a member, I think that you, being that we have already established, a relationship on here, I think that you're I would love your support through this, and I would love to inform you of what's going on every step of the way, because you took the time to purchase a membership, you know? And that's my plan. I plan to go ahead and give, the raw uncut over with the members live. I'm so excited, y'all. We are, listen here. We have a membership. We have we have the tools to, oh my god, we have 3 tiers. We have 3 tiers. So if you want your membership access, listen here. Oh my god, this is going to be so fun. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is about to be so fun. So fun. And listen, I'm so glad that you guys are along for the journey. Listen, if you guys are out there, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel over here. Shout out to everybody that has come by. Let's go ahead and oh, excuse me. Let's go ahead and continue to read the article. All right, let's get into it. So, I'm going to show you some photos, and this is of the alleged tenants. They sent photos. And so here's a photo. Give me 1 second as I pull it up. But this is just horrible. I mean, just looking at it, these conditions, these living conditions. I mean, look up there, you know. And then when you talk about New York, and then the man said he had mice and rats. You know. Oh, oh wow, wow, wow. Yikes! Now that's scary right there. That is really scary to be living in those kind of conditions. And then he said it was rats. Y'all, let's get into it. All right. An apartment in one of the Hartford, Connecticut buildings owned by Whitehead. When I brush my teeth, I have to place a bucket under the sink because it leaks so much, one tenant told. A homeless person shouldn't even be living here, Joseph said. Joseph, who would only be identified by that name and did not want to provide his last name for fear of reprisals. When I brush my teeth, I have to place a bucket under the sink. Oh my gosh. Because it leaks so much. My stove has never worked. The evictions are taking place even when Whitehead's own company defaulted earlier this year on a 4.1 million loan on the buildings, which contained 32 apartments. In September, Hartford's Metropolitan District Commission sued Whitehead Estates LLC for failure to pay. The water bills on the properties known previously as Harmill Homes in the city's rundown Northeast neighborhood, according to court records. Whitehead Estates LLC lists its address as a sprawling 9,000 square foot mansion in Paramus, New Jersey, that features 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. It is currently on the market for just under 3 million, according to real estate listings. Whitehead lives at the lavish property with his wife, Asia Dos Reis Whitehead, 39, and their 4 young children. Public records show Dos Rios Whitehead is an ordained bishop and CEO and founder of the UR Champion Empowerment Network, a community like network to provide and connect resources for professional women in every genre, according to its website. Whitehead made headlines last week when 2 million. Oh, well, he made headlines, when the 2 men were arrested for the July 24th jewelry heist that unfolded as he delivered a sermon at his Brooklyn house of worship. Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries. Um, you guys, are you guys familiar with this story? Please hit the like if you are in the building. Please hit the like. It helps our channel. Please hit the like. It helps our channel. They called the robbers the ones that robbed my church, White had said on Facebook posts. After the arrests were announced, I'm going to be the first to let you guys know that God is amazing. Oh, and he's got a beautiful house, love. Oh, that man got a beautiful house. Weeks after the summer robbery, Whitehead railed against those who doubted that he had been the victim of the heist, and he was, in fact, the instigator. He is suing two of his detractors, talk show host and former preacher Larry Reed, and a YouTuber named Jives, for $20 million each in Kings County Court. In a suit, Whitehead claims that Reed's statements suggesting he had scammed people out of money are false and exposed plaintiff to public contempt, ridicule, aversion, and or disgrace. But Reed is not the first to accuse Whitehead of theft. Whitehead, who mounted an unsuccessful bid for Brooklyn Borough President in 2021, now faces a lawsuit from a former campaign worker who said the bishop stiffed him out of more than $56,000. Whitehead called the lawsuit frivolous in an interview with the earlier this month. And last year, a congregant hit him with a separate suit, claiming he biked her out of $90,000 in savings. Pauline Anderson, 56, accused the clergyman of convincing her to litigate her life savings and pay him a $90,000 investment in November 2020 with the promise that he would buy and renovate a home for her, according to her Brooklyn Supreme Court lawsuit. Are you guys familiar with the story? If so, let me know in the chat. According to Whitehead's financial woes, a default judgment was entered against him last year for a 335,552 construction loan on his home in Bergen County Court. Records show in 2019, Whitehead's company tried to pay part of the loan with a check backed by insufficient funds. According to court records, Whitehead's lawyer did not respond to a question about the bishop's defaults or outstanding water bills. Known for his flamboyance, Whitehead preaches a prosperity gospel that focuses on the material benefits of maintaining a close relationship to God. At the Caronized based church he founded in March 2014, he often films himself denouncing rival pastors and offering many life lessons from behind the wheel of his car on his Instagram page. Bishop Whitehead would where he has 1.5 million followers. What God did for me, he can do for you, Whitehead told his social media followers last week while wearing sunglasses and a suit stamped with Dior in the driver's seat of his car. Luxury, might I add. Okay. This year, he promised real estate classes to his social media followers. Listen, I'm telling y'all, join my real estate class, Whitehead said in a February Facebook post in which he pulled up outside his Hartford housing complex in a white Porsche. I'm going to show you how to buy and flip, how to buy apartment complexes and renovate them. And first and foremost, understand that God did and not me. God is amazing. Whitehead also made headlines in May when he tried to negotiate the surrender of an accused subway shooter on the Q train in Brooklyn. Whitehead claimed to have spoken with Adams while the suspect was on the loose. Born Lamar Miller Whitehead in Brooklyn in 1978, the bishop had a tragic upbringing. His father, a community leader and entrepreneur in Crown Heights, was strangled to death by police 6 months after his son was born. Arthur Miller, who had a gun strapped to his waist, intervened when police stopped his young brother, Samuel, who was driving with a suspended license. The confrontation with several cops at the scene got out of hand, and Miller's death led to widespread protests against the NYPD, according to reports. Growing up as a young man on the mean streets of Brooklyn was not easy, reads Whitehead's Meet the Pastor bio on his church website. Bishop Whitehead found himself in the predicament that many young men are faced with today, being raised in a single parent home without a father and expected to survive in a world that was designed for him to fail in. All right, guys, give us one moment. We are about to go on a quick commercial break, but we will be right back. Thank you guys so much. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa Show. Support Black Queens. Your goddess sends gratitude to you today. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa Show. You could be anywhere, but you are here with your host, Queen Tosa. If you're a new subscriber, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, we definitely appreciate you. We really hope you enjoy the show. We'll be back with you. All right. And thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for engaging with the girl. May we please get some likes on the building? We do have a membership, so feel free at any given time to subscribe for our membership. We have 3 tiers. We have Queen Bronze, we have Queen Silver, and we have Queen Gold. And I'm so excited to bring our membership to you all. Be sure to sign up when time permits. Evolution 101 says he's not getting 20 million. All right. A gifted athlete, he scored several college scholarships according to his website. Whitehead attended Eastern New Mexico University, where he studied accounting and videography before returning to New York, where he worked as a mortgage broker in Manhattan. Later, he attended New York Theological Seminary and earned a certificate at Theological Institution of Rising Hope Incorporated, a program accredited through Nyack College, the website says. But in 20, but in 20, but in 20, but in 20, oh, and listen, guys, the way that I'm rolling up on this story, his life took a different turn. Whitehead was charged in a $2 million identity theft scam in Brooklyn and Long Island, and was accused of stealing the identities of several people and using their personal information to buy cars and motorcycles. According to his 2006 indictments, Whitehead was busted on Riverside Drive in Manhattan, driving a Land Rover and clad in a red and white waist length mink coat in 2006. By November of that year, court records show he filed for bankruptcy. Whitehead was convicted on 17 counts of identity theft and sentenced to between 10 and 30 years. He spent 5 years at Sing Sing before being released for good behavior, in 2013. Whitehead credited his time in prison for bringing him closer to God and said he was inspired to found his church. All right. So, child, let's get into this. Come on. All right, listen, y'all. I've got to bring up this photo. I want you guys to see Bishop when he, just got out, you know, just gotten out, I mean, it was looks like looks like he just got out to me. But what I love about him and in this picture is that he doesn't sag his pants, and I'm really big on that. I'm not into the you know sagging of the pants. I don't know, those glasses, it's just, I don't know, it's just something about those glasses, those white teeth. I mean, this brother's chocolate, you know what, let me get up off of pastor. I'm in bishop. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into this article. This experience challenged him daily to stand on everything he knew about God, according to his website. Bishop Whitehead learned to fashion his life as the Apostle Paul did during the times of his imprisonment and draw closer to God in his afflictions. Okay. Bishop Whitehead believes that through this experience, his walk and his calling in God was solidified and strengthened. The pastor, who drives a Rolls Royce along with other vehicles, has had ties to Adams since the letter. The latter was Brooklyn Borough president from 2014 to 2021. Whitehead has appeared at several high profile events with Adams, who spent 8 years as borough president before being elected mayor in 2021. The bishop lost his dad, Arthur Miller was his name, during a police indictment. Adams said during a press conference in the Bronx this summer, I've always maintained relationship with people who have gone through traumatic experiences. My goal is to mentor people who go through crisis. All right, guys, so that's the end of that article. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings, and opinions about what's going on. I'll let you guys go ahead and sound off in the comments. And actually, let me know if I should drop a link. Should I drop a link so you guys can come up and chat and visit with me? Would you guys like to do that? Let me know. Let me know if you're interested. If not, we actually have two more shows to cover. Okay. Drop the link. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. We got a request. Okay, we got a request. Let me go ahead and pin it. Let me go ahead and drop the link. Okay, so I dropped it. Now I pinned it. Shout out to you guys for all making it possible. Really, seriously. Thank you. As a matter of fact, while we wait on our guests and our mod, our family to come on up, let's go ahead and have a quick commercial break.
Hello and welcome.
All right, and we are back. We are back. Okay, let me go ahead and drop the link again. Okay, Evolution, if you are still in the building, okay, Evolution is finally in the building. Hello, Evolution. Welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday.
Girl, I did not know he had all that going on.
Yes. I mean, it I mean, it's a lot. So now, I mean, I could kind of see why he was going after the 20 million, a
Hmm.
piece, you know.
He kind of reminds me of like a Mel Phaedra.
It-
Like all that education just to kind of turn it around and do some like sketchy criminalish shit. You know what I'm saying?
oh, yeah.
Like
But
this
we
man
can't
has
cuss.
really done his homework. Like
So
he really knows
evolution.
how to scam. Like you went to school for all of
Yeah.
that, honey. I bet he
Evolution.
could. Hmm?
We can't use profanity. We're monetized now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I apologize, but
Yeah, you're okay, brother.
yeah, that's pretty deep. Like that he has all of that background, and it makes sense. And then that whole, using other people's names. Ooh, like has
Well, you
has
know what? I think we can cuss. We can cuss.
we can cuss? Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I just think it's deep. Like I didn't know all of that. Now I did hear, excuse me, faintly about his dad, but
Mm-hmm.
like you kind of broke it down more, like of what happened. Um, I don't know, like stuff like that can definitely make harden you and think that the world, like the world is against you.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's like allegedly uplifting people.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hate to hear, especially when like the older people get scammed, like their life savings. That's so like cutthroat to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm totally against that too. It's like you taking away from our older generation.
yeah, that
Like,
can't work another 30 or 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
once that's gone, that's gone. Like, it ain't like she in her 30s or 40s or you know, they don't have like that leverage. Like you could mess up in your 20s and 30s and 40s and hell, sometimes even in your 50s, and it's like you could find a way to like crawl out of it. But if you're like 80 something or late 70s, what are you getting ready to give? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. What are you? Because it's like, things aren't functioning how they did. We're not, like you said, we're not in, at that age, you're not in your 20s no more. You can't just get up. It takes a minute for some people to adjust.
And
That's why they say, wealth is health because, you've got to take care of yourself.
you do. Because I think we've all been to Walmart or a supermarket and we saw that like older cashier like struggling, honey. Like
Mm-hmm.
struggling to count the money or just standing on their feet. It was one at Walmart that I go to, real nice little old lady, but you could tell like she did not want to be there, honey. She didn't want to be there. And it's like you gotta ring the people up, honey, and bag it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know he was giving all of that, but he is definitely somebody to watch. He got a lot of game, not only from the streets but also from the books. So to me, he is
Oh yeah.
definitely.
See, in my opinion, like I'm sorry to cut you off, but in my opinion, is some is you now I can talk to you because now listen, some guys they will go to jail and they will get they will go in there and they'll get their jail knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all migrating with each other, they're all talking with each other. So jail can be a good or a bad thing. It could be, you could learn something in there or you could waste off your time, you know.
Yeah. How long was he in there?
Oh, I believe they said he was in there for 8 years.
Girl, he might have had a relationship in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he
With the
calling
Lord, right? With the
calling
Lord.
Pete out, honey. And then I don't know, like one of the lives that you played, he just,
Mhm.
it kind of not triggered me, but it kind of like made me go like, when he was talking about, I think, conscious E allegedly talking about how he was giving up the booty, and I was like, honey, what do you know about giving up the booty?
Ain't that it? Ain't that
Allegedly.
it? Yeah, but Lil Boosie, Lil Boosie had his moment in there.
Oh
He
yeah.
was just saying, he saw some stuff.
And you know what's so funny is these people can walk away, honey. You could walk away, but Little Boosie definitely wanted to watch. He wanted that to be a part of his story. Like, honey, it's a lot of people that saw that and kept it going. But he stood there because he was so detailed with it. It was like, wow, did you watch? You watched the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
but you so against it, and that's like even what is it? Have you watched P Valley?
I actually no. I watched like one. No, I think watched like one episode.
Okay. Well, it's
Yeah.
a LGBTQ plus friendly show, but it's not strictly about the community. But a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
people are in uproar about it. A lot of people voice their opinion. Oh my gosh, this.
Uncle Charlie,
Hmm?
Uncle Charles,
What is his name? Oh no, Clifford. Uh,
Clifford. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people feel a certain type of way. Well, anyways, the shade room. They're very shady, and what they do, I know that their blog is to be shady. I get it, but they disguise um, their clickbait with like um, they do some funny kind of maneuvering. Like so on there today, they posted one of the actors getting married. He married a woman that he was gonna marry, but the pandemic and people couldn't have weddings and blah 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 blah. So they did this whole congratulations to him, but I didn't feel like it was a genuine one. I felt like it was, they love the comments. They love people commenting. And that's what they got. They got a lot of ignorant comments. Oh my gosh, I would never marry him. He kissing on men and stuff like that. All these ignorant people that do not understand the world of acting and
Hmm.
become a character. And I had actually reached out to him and I told him, you know what, this is how they get down. I apologize. Um, they disguise this as a compliment, but they really wanted people to click and get ignorant in here. And he wrote me back and he told me, he said, you know what, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm starting to see that. Girl, why did they suspend my comment for being lewd and disrespectful and a whole bunch of other stuff?
They
Because
do that. And
I
check
added,
this out.
and I added them. I added them. I
It
said,
be like that.
yeah, I added them, and then I added him, and then all of a sudden, when he responded back, all of a sudden my comment is lewd and disrespectful and violating and da 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 da, and I was like, wow, this is how you guys navigate. This is how you navigate when somebody call you out. Like they'll be like, especially somebody from the LGBT Q plus community, they'll be
Mhm.
like, look at so and so doing their thing. Honey, you don't care about them doing their thing. You want people to come in here, drop the
Oh,
F bomb. You want people to come in here and be like, oh my gosh, what is the world coming to? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they know what they're doing. Like, honey, you're not being positive.
Well, evolution. I know you have a lot to say, my brother, and I definitely want to hear it. But listen, we have come to the end of the show, but our next show is Larry Reed Wins Judgment.
Ooh,
So
okay.
please come on over and get your tea, honey. I
I'll
want
let
to thank you so much for your love, your support, being a part of my family, being a part of my world, and thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome, honey. You're welcome. Anytime. Okay, I'll be on the next show, honey. All
All
right.
right. See you over.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So we have come to the end of the show. We do have another show scheduled for you. Larry Reed Wins Judgment. We'll be back.
Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa Show. Support Black Queens. Your goddess sends gratitude to you today. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa Show. You could be anywhere, but you are here with your host, Queen Tulsa. If you're a new subscriber, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, we definitely appreciate you. We really hope you enjoy the show. We'll be back with you.